If I have a goal for New Year's, why can't that be a goal now?
Well, you're right. I think people, it's because there's a reset there, right? Like you get to look at it like it's the beginning of the year. Sometimes it helps people, I think, in their head to think it's a new year. I'm going to start page one, January 1st. Like, boom, they need that reset.
I put that sometimes under the same category as the guy that wants to start training and dieting, but his birthday's coming up in 2 weeks, so he's gonna wait till after that. So why do
Mm.
you have to wait 3 weeks to start? Why can't you do it for 2 weeks, enjoy your birthday, and get back on it?
Oh, you could.
Some
You
people will
could.
use that as an
You
excuse to
could.
push it off and never get started.
Mm.
So
You
that's
could.
that's where I'm coming from on that. Like if you have a goal for 2026, start now, and then just New Year's Day, take the day off. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Paradise Pump. And we've got Mel back this week. Last week we were on a break, Christmas break. So we are back after the holidays. Did anybody gain any weight? Eat some pies? Have a lot of alcohol? What'd you guys do?
No alcohol.
No alcohol. I had some alcohol.
I had a little bit of alcohol because a friend came over, so she had asked me to help her build her daughter's bicycle for Christmas.
Oh,
So we had
nice.
pizza and wine, and I
Oh, pizza.
partook. I know.
What kind of pizza was it?
It's just plain old,
Just regular
pizza.
like home
Yeah.
baked stuff?
No, no, Pizza
Oh.
Hut pizza
Oh, ooh, I like pizza. Pizza.
and a little bit of wine. So I,
Oh, there you go.
yeah,
That sounds
casual
fun.
conversation while I built the
You
bike.
built the bike.
Yeah,
So she
my
had you
mom.
come over to build the bike.
Yeah.
Give you some wine and pizza.
She
Keep you
fed me.
happy.
She kept me happy.
Hey man.
It was all good. But
Right on.
as far as Christmas, partaking in any festivities, did you guys have your annual? I missed out. My whole life got turned upside down the past 4 weeks. So
Mm. No, no party this year. They did have a get together, I think a few people like a couple weeks ago, at the beginning of the month, but I didn't have the party this year. Just a few things going on, so it's all good. But yeah, no. Yeah, I did family stuff for
mm,
Christmas and pretty mellow actually, very mellow day. I'm not a big eater anymore, so unfortunately when I go to eat all this food, right, I eat normal size plate, then I usually always take one home.
yeah.
That's my thing. And
Yes.
I didn't really have any desserts this year,
Oh
actually,
wow.
surprisingly. Yeah. I like dessert, but I didn't have any. But I did have some alcohol. So,
I know for me this Christmas, like I said, my world's been turned upside down since pre-Thanksgiving with family obligations. So this Christmas didn't really feel like Christmas, or
yeah.
I was just naughty and I didn't get anything for, I don't know. Maybe my gift is delayed, stuck in all of this mail traffic. I don't know.
I know I feel you though. I didn't really feel Christmas either, to be honest. It didn't
It's hard to feel Christmas in Hawaii when it's 85 fucking degrees every day, though.
Well, I grew up here, and when I was younger, I'd feel it. You gotta kind of set yourself in the mode there. You gotta put the music on every day,
Yeah, fuck that.
and do all
Hey,
that.
fuck
Yeah,
that.
so that's the thing, right? You
No,
gotta you gotta
I'm not
get
doing that.
yourself in it because, like you said, yeah, it's freaking sunny out. When it was raining, though, we
Yeah,
did have the rains for a couple of like a week or
A
two,
week straight.
so that was kind of cool. Like that was more like, oh, it's winter time.
but at the same time, for those people who are into the Christmas lights and wanted to get into the Christmas spirit, because it was raining, it was like, "Well, I don't know about going to walk around and see the Christmas lights, just do the quick
That's
drive by."
true.
And
That's true.
I don't know. I wish I had the
You
Christmas
weren't you
spirit
weren't
all over
feeling
again.
it. Yeah.
When did you guys lose the Christmas spirit? Well, what the hell's going on here?
For
Being
me,
an adult or something lost the Christmas spirit?
no, no. I think I want to say I kind of had it for a long time, especially when I was married and stuff. I definitely had it because my son was still a
Yeah.
kid. I think even actually after I got divorced and all that, and I was single. Even then, I still was getting into the spirit. There was times, in my 40s. I remember I still kind of had it here and there. I want to say probably maybe in the last 5 years, right? 6 years, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
2020. Ooh,
conspiracy.
duh. I know. I don't know, but let's be honest. That's kind of, I feel like that's maybe around there, 5, 6 years. I haven't really been feeling it. I think 2 years ago, I think 3 years ago, I bought You know you remember those cartoons growing up? What were they? They weren't even cartoons. They were the ones where the like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Santa Claus coming to
All the little
town,
claymation
the
movies.
claymation kind of thing, those figurine things,
Oh
right?
yeah.
And everybody saw them when we were kids. And then they have online, they have a set, and it's about this big, and it's all the little figurines, and they're like the Abominable Snowman, Rudolph, Santa Claus, and they're all on like this ice, and there's a little mountain and a town. I forget what it's called, but I bought it. It was like $150 or something. It was pretty cool. One of those collector items, and you put it on your table, and it's like, and I just got it like a couple years ago because I thought, oh, this is cool. It reminds me of when I was a kid. And I put it out the first year I got it, and then last year I put it out again, I think. And then this year I didn't even put it out. It's sitting in the box. And I was like, oh, I should put that out. And I was like, oh, fuck, forget it. And I just left it in the box. So it missed Christmas, but I got to look up the name. Really cool, though. It's got a number on it, collector's item,
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
Yeah, man, I forget. But if you were into that show when you were a kid, you look at it and
Nostalgic.
those are all the people that were there, all the different Frosty. I think Frosty's on there too, maybe. Or maybe he's not. I don't know. But anyway, I'll take a picture of it.
Jed, are you into the Christmas thing? Christmas spirit?
No,
Christmas anything?
no, just a day off for me. Now when I'm home, it's different because it's snowing and everybody's doing the Christmas thing. But here, no.
Not even with church?
I went to church. I was good. Yeah,
But don't you guys have a Christmas thing or
yeah. They did a Christmas Eve thing serving. So I went to the first one and then I stayed back and worked the second one. So I was there for both. Yeah, that I always go to.
So you kind of if it's if it's not snowing and stuff like that, then you don't feel like it's really
Yeah,
Christmas, or if it's not cold out.
yeah.
Well, because it didn't always snow back when you were growing up,
No, but
right?
it's always cold.
So the cold for you
Yeah.
reminded you of the winter.
This year they said it was like in the 60s though back home.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Wow,
but
interesting.
yeah, I remember. I think the last time I went home, it snowed Christmas Day, and my sister was like, "Oh, this is so great." I'm like, "I got to drive to the airport in this shit."
You were just
Like,
thinking of the
I
airport.
had to leave that morning to go down to Charlotte for something.
Christmas Day.
Yeah, so I got up. We
Oh
did it
damn,
about
dude.
noon. I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna drive down and get my hotel room and sit there until I go to the airport the next morning." So I always stay in Charlotte the night before so that I'm right near the airport. And it started snowing. I'm just like, "Man, what the fuck?" Everybody's like, "Oh, yay!" And I'm just sitting there like, "Boo," because
Christmas Day.
I'm in a rental car and I got to drive down the mountain in the snow.
no chains
Freaking.
in the rental?
Huh?
No
What?
chains in the rental car?
No, I mean it was fun.
Where did you have to be on Christmas Day?
I leave the next day.
Oh, on the
Yeah,
26th
so I drive down to Charlotte that night and I stay there
in
so
the
that
evening. I see.
that way I can just get up and go to the airport. I don't want to risk a 2 hour trip to the airport. Something happened.
Oh wow, that's kind of yeah. I mean, I would have at least just taken Christmas Day off and then had my flight for the 27th, right? So leave
Yeah,
26th,
I was good.
then just chill all Christmas Day,
I'd already been home for a few days at that point. I was ready.
Mm.
I was ready to go.
Yeah, when I was living in Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Alaska, of course, those places always had the white Christmas,
Yeah,
So
snow.
that definitely was that Christmas feeling. And I had my son too, so he was,
Well, it started snowing in like November in Alaska.
oh
'Cause I
yeah,
remember it used to snow on
yeah.
Thanksgiving while we were up there.
When did you live there?
86
Oh wow.
to 89, 90.
Oh wow, geez. Early '80s. Yeah, I wasn't there until 2003
Yeah.
to six. So
I don't know, it got weird after like okay, for one, call it conspiracy or not, the whole 2020 thing,
I
that's
know,
one thing.
I know.
But then as you age out and grow up and become your own adult, like keeping up the family, if you had a family tradition or like
Mhm.
does that mean it should be you to carry on the torch to create your own Christmas memories or tradition or
Maybe.
Christmas spirit?
See, I think that that's part of the reason why maybe sometimes you lose the spirit is because those traditions maybe that you had nobody's doing them anymore.
Yeah.
So then when you don't have that anymore, then it doesn't feel so much
It
like
makes it
Christmas.
harder too. I'm not gonna lie. It makes it harder that you're single. It's just like, man,
Yeah.
look at all these
Single
cute
for sure.
people,
Enjoy
fuckers.
it. Enjoy it while you are, and enjoy just sitting on your ass, not doing anything,
Yeah.
and watching the Die Hard marathon.
Yeah.
Because the minute you do start seeing someone, you see guys start doing the family shit. You're gonna miss those days.
Yeah.
I like your perspective.
Yeah,
I'm actually
The Die
looking
Hard. I
forward
know. I
to that
watched Die
shit.
Hard actually.
yeah. There
I
was a
did watch
channel
Die
that had it
Hard.
on 24/7 whole
Yeah.
Christmas Day.
You know, it's funny. A lot of people didn't. Well, I don't know if they
They
didn't
don't
realize,
think
but they
that
never
it's a
thought it was Christmas movie.
Oh, it totally is.
And I was like, it is because Home Alone is the same thing. Like if you think about it,
It is.
it has nothing to do with Christmas other than they were going on a trip and everything, and it was Christmas time. But there's nothing to do with Christmas really.
hmm
It's a Christmas movie though, right?
Yeah.
And then the songs had Christmas songs,
Yeah.
just like Die Hard had Christmas songs in it.
hmm
You know, Christmas in Hollis.
I
Yeah.
think another reason why I kind of lost the Christmas spirit, besides like carrying on the family tradition, aging out, and all of that other stuff, and adulting, 2020. Uh,
That's what we
pri-
say now, 2020.
prior to that, like I was hardcore. Like no, I'm always in contest prep. There is no off
Oh,
season. I will enjoy the day with the family because it is like a Christmas meal or whatever, but
mm.
I never really got into like the whole Christmas spirit. And I don't know. I had one goal was to just get that coveted IFBB Pro card and then call it a day. So until then, my horse blinders were on. I let loose a little bit, but not anything very far off the rails. So
You think maybe a lot of people, when you get older, 40s, 50s, had multiple failed relationships, such as us? Do you think that maybe we get a little jaded,
jaded
like, and we're just like, man, because I always feel like Christmas time, definitely the people that are in healthy relationships, they seem to be the happiest about it. Like,
Christmas pictures and
yeah, and they celebrate and they seem to be so happy with it. It's the single people and not just the young ones, right? Because young single people, hey, they haven't gone through the mill yet. They haven't been through it yet. Us middle age and above, we're like we've gone through the grinder and we're just like, yeah, right. And you see the happy couple, and I hate to say it, but a lot of times they're like, good luck.
fuck.
Like, good luck. How many years you been together? Oh, 7 years. Good luck. Just wait till you get to 10. Like I
They're
don't
only
know.
they're only happy for the pictures.
I only have for the pictures. So I
Jay,
don't know.
you
You
had
think
something to
maybe,
say?
maybe
Oh,
there's something to do with that
Doesn't
I
bother me.
about being single and not having the same kind of spirit as a couple would. I really think that there's something
I
to
think
say,
there's something to say about that.
especially if they have kids. But say a couple that doesn't have kids, even I think they're even if they have a healthy relationship and it's good, they're even happier than say the single person as far as not happier, but say they're maybe more excited about Christmas, or maybe they're celebrating it a little bit
A little
more.
bit more.
Yeah,
There's a little bit more thought and
right.
effort put into it because
For
you're sharing
Christmas.
you're sharing that experience
Yeah.
with someone, but then when you're solo, it's like, nah,
Yeah,
whatever,
because
it's
you can
just
be
another
totally
day.
single and be so happy and love your life, and that's great. But the Christmas spirit, right? That's what I'm talking about. Being excited about Christmas. Because I think Christmas is definitely more for couples. I do.
Kissing
Kids and
under the
couples.
mistletoe
Kids and
and all of
couples.
that
No, totally. I think
family
it's for kids
pictures
and
and
couples.
Christmas
I
lights.
think that's how it was marketed for kids and couples. That's what it is.
Isn't Japan like Christmas singles day? I think it is something like that
Well,
too.
Does Japan really celebrate Christmas?
Yes and no, not really. It's
Not really,
American.
right?
It's American
Yeah,
thing.
it's an American thing. So yeah,
Speaking of
interesting.
holidays rolling into the New Year's and coupled up and shit, like
They're all gonna fail relationships. No, I know.
with New Year's rolling around, kissing at midnight and all of that shit. Like Christmas, you got kissing under the
God,
mistletoe, and then the clock strikes 12, and you kiss
the
under the
midnight,
fireworks at
the midnight
midnight,
thing.
and
Hmm.
singing whatever that New Year song
Do
is.
you? What are your thoughts on that? All midnight kissing. I mean, are you into it?
Sentiment is
Are
very
you
cute.
into it?
I
Right,
miss
you
it.
could.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been
Okay.
single for a very, very,
Okay.
very, very long time. I miss all of that relationship sentiment
Okay.
stuff.
Okay.
I think it's very adorable, especially if you still got the flame between, the spark between relationships.
Uh-huh.
Especially couples that are or have been together for a long time. However, for the couples that are just staying together for the sake of holidays, oh man, good
Mm.
luck.
And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Well, there's people, I mean, be honest, right? People that you've seen that you're probably like, yeah, I should have broke up 3 years ago. Like, I mean, I'm sure you know a few, right? And they're just hanging on.
Because it's
It's
comfortable,
easier
it's
to stay
easy.
together and just live in that than to split. And maybe they live together and they share finances. There's a lot of things, right?
Yeah, cost of
So
living in Hawaii is expensive, so I can
it's
understand why
easier to
couples
have a
just
roommate.
stay together as roommates, and if that works for them,
I mean, I know some people that have been married and they sleep in separate rooms, you know,
that's
and they've
crazy.
been married for 10 plus years and they sleep in separate rooms.
I mean, we can say the same thing for people that are in contest prep as well too. The couples kind of just hold it together to the end of prep, and then after prep is done, like the other person is sick and tired of their shit. I'm like, I'm out.
Probably. I mean, I've
We
heard it.
see it a
I've
lot.
seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. They didn't want to do it during prep. They wanted to let the person get through their prep, so they waited.
Yeah.
And then once, like maybe 2 3 days after the show, they're like, "Hey, we got to talk."
hmm So you
Not
can't
good.
blame that partner, like if you didn't do well in your competition. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's their fault I didn't do well. We're going through a breakup, blah blah blah. Nah,
Mm.
no. I wouldn't
Yeah,
want to be the one to blame in a breakup.
man. Yeah, it's interesting. Interesting. People tolerate a lot just for the sake of not dealing with the unknown.
Speaking of New Year, new me, you got any new goals for 20 going into 2026?
No, yeah, I do. I do. I don't really do like resolutions,
I
Never,
yeah.
never really have. But I do sometimes feel like because it's 2026, I get this like, all right, moving on, let's brand new chapter type of thing. And yeah, I got a couple goals. Yeah.
Do you wait till January 1st to press that reset button, or you kind of start
No,
getting the
I
wheels
already
turning?
started. Like I'm already like, a lot of times it's usually around November or so. I notice I'm already getting the mindset. So by the time December hits, I'm kind of in there already. Like I'm already looking at those things, working on them by the time December hits. So when January goes, it's not like today is January 1st. Let's go. I've already been in the process doing it. That's kind of how I like to do it.
What about you, Jed?
Oh, that was different.
Just like no Christmas, no New Year's.
No, it's like if I have a goal for New Year's, why can't that be a goal now? I don't know.
Well, you're right. I think it's because there's a reset there, right? Like you get to look at it like it's the beginning of the year. Sometimes it helps people, I think, in their head to think it's a new year. I'm going to start page one, January 1st, like boom. For some reason, that gets people to reset whatever's been going on, right? Some people don't care, like, but some people do, I think. They need that reset.
I put that sometimes under the same category as the guy that wants to start training and dieting, but his birthday's coming up in 2 weeks, so he's gonna wait till after that. So why do
Mm.
you have to wait 3 weeks to start? Why can't you do it for 2 weeks and enjoy your birthday and get back on it?
Oh, you could.
Some
You
people will
could.
use that as an
You
excuse to
could.
push it off and never get started.
Mm.
So
You
that's
could.
that's where I'm coming from on that. Like if you have a goal for 2026, fucking start now and then just New Year's Day, take the day off. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
I've
know?
heard
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
instances where people are like, "Well, my delivery for my gear comes in next week Tuesday, so that's when I'll start everything." It's like, why wait? You start now. Start the
Amen.
habits
Gotta have
now.
the gear, baby. Come on,
Got
man.
it.
You
Four
can't
thousand
you
dollars
can't
worth of
start
gear.
early and not have the gear. You might be missing a bottle or two. You throw your whole thing off, You gotta make sure.
Create the habits now.
Oh
You don't have
yeah,
to wait till
yeah.
New Year's to start a New Year's resolution or lifestyle change. Start now.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are thinking about it before. You have to think about it before January 1st if you're going to start it on January 1st or January 2nd. You got to be thinking about it in December. So,
Like the first bodybuilding show, Stingrays in April, right?
yeah,
Commonly, you already want to start the trajectory into prep. I don't know, through the holidays, so you have,
kind of.
you
You
kind
want to
of
be in the
get
mindset.
the wheels turning,
Yeah.
and not wait till after the holidays. Like, oh, I want to get through the holidays first. No, like how Jed was saying, it's one day. It's 3 days out of this
Hmm.
however many week period, right?
Hmm.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think most people just, again, it's about comfort, right? A lot of times it's what it comes down to, right? People want to do things that are comfortable for them. And so they work it around their schedule and what they feel comfortable. I think so. And sometimes it's like motivating, right? Like it's the motivation, right? Um, some maybe a friend's doing something or they saw something and then that gets the spark going, you know. A lot of times that's what it is, yeah. Or maybe they got a breakup, right? That's a big one, right? The breakups. The breakups are the big ones.
That's right. Enjoy
Somebody
your
got a breakup.
holidays. After the holidays, you get the big breakup, and then
Yeah. That's right.
contest
Go through
prep.
the holidays,
Contest prep.
then break up, right?
Yeah.
Because now and then you got your new year. You're like 2026. Boom, I broke up. We're moving on. We're doing a show. Like this is what I mean. How have you seen this? How many times have you saw this movie, this story? Right? Happens a lot,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And yeah, going back to couples and just in general, like what is the percentage they say of marriages that end in divorce? Is like 50%?
50 above 50%.
Above 50
Yep.
now, right? It used to be 50 and now it's gone higher, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a crazy number, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think because Joe Rogan said it one time. He said, if you were on a plane, right, and you had to jump out the plane with your chute, and if the guy said, the jump master said, oh, there's a 50% chance that chute's not going to open, would you do it? And then Joe Rogan's like, oh, hell no, I wouldn't do it. But how many people still
Would take the
go into
leap.
marriage, right? Go into marriage with a 50% chance or more of
Yeah, I
failing,
know. Both of you guys
right?
got married and divorced, so
We did.
keep
We
odds are
did.
pretty good odds
So
here.
look at the odds. I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like both of us, and I can go down a pretty long, deep list of friends that are all divorced, in my age, in the say the 40 to 50s bracket of all these people that I know that are divorced. It's a short list that I have of friends that have been married for 10 years or more.
Or what is the success rate of a second marriage after that, since you're a little bit more older than I am, of your
Well,
friends who may have?
oh, my friends. Well, I think a lot of that, the second marriage depends. I really believe it depends on your age, I think, and your life
Did you
experience.
learn your lessons?
And your life experience, right?
Yeah.
So if you got married really young, say 20, 21, that's pretty young, especially for a guy. And then say you got married again and say you're like 40. I think you have a higher chance of that marriage working out because you've lived 20 plus years as an adult. I think you probably kind of know yourself a little more now. So I think there's a higher chance, not to say it's going to work, but there's a higher chance. Because sometimes I feel like if you were single that whole time and then you started dating a couple years and you got married, sometimes it doesn't work because you were used to that single life for a long time as an adult, and then now you got to adjust. So
In
sometimes
your
it's
in your
good.
guys' defense,
Yeah.
did you guys get married while you were in the military for the benefits? Not at all. It was because you loved.
Love.
I don't know if it's because of that either. But what?
It was
But
just
it
being dumb, pretty much.
wasn't
No.
because, yeah, it wasn't just being in the military. I wasn't in the military at the time. She was. I
Mm.
wasn't.
Oh, well, I got married twice. You know that?
Oh shit,
You don't
twice.
even know that. I know. I didn't even announce that shit. No, it was like 20. I was 20 years old. I was going in the military at the time. My girlfriend at the time,
I
she was
met this
here.
stripper and she was really hot.
She wasn't a stripper, but she was a good dancer, but she was not a stripper. Sorry. She was not a stripper. Um, we I was like kind of not wanting to do it, and then she was like, we were talking about it, and then she was like, "Are you gonna marry me or what?" She kind of got crazy on me, and I was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Okay, fine." So I got married to her, And, I got shipped off boot camp, whatever, came back. And then we moved to the mainland and we lived there. So we were married for almost 5 years, I think. Um, so when I got out of the military, I did 4 years, got out, came back to Hawaii, and we were still married. And then, honestly, at that point, I knew before then that I was too young. I kind of realized it, and I was trying to make it work. Like, I should make this work. Like, I got married, but then I just knew I just wasn't ready. And so when I got back, when we moved back here to Hawaii, it was a few months we were trying, but then I just couldn't do it. So then at that point, I ended up ending the relationship, and then was single for a bit, and then I met somebody else, and then I was dating. That was my second wife. I dated her for about 2 years or so, 2.5 years, and then got married again. So I gave it a second
You
chance,
didn't
right?
learn the first time.
No, because I was still in my freaking 20s. I was still young. I think was I like 26 or something like that? 27, 26. So I was still pretty young. And again, I was like, yeah, this will be a good idea. Got married again, and then was married for about 10 years, a little bit over 10 years. And then, of course, that didn't work, unfortunately. So ended that. And that was the last time. So I got divorced. It was like 39, maybe, something like that. Was that 39? I forget. Anyway, I was in my 30s when I got divorced. And yeah, I've been single since, not gonna get married again, probably. Not,
You say
not
that
on the
now.
radar. Not on the radar, not even thinking about it, not even something that I'm like hoping will happen. Nothing. No, no, zero thoughts about it. Just put it that way. So I have no thoughts about it.
I don't know.
So nothing's guaranteed. I'm not saying it will never happen, but I have no thoughts about getting married at all.
Okay, that's fair. I hadn't gone through the experience, so I'm
Did you
I'm
come close?
only the military side were like, hey,
Oh,
let's just get married for
oh, I
benefits.
see.
We're like,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah. And then yeah, no. I
yeah.
couldn't do it.
Oh, you're
Yeah, that
smart.
was
See,
fun. No,
Smart.
like I grew up old school style a little bit. You marry once.
Right. Oh, I see.
Yeah. I
So it
mean,
was a very for you. It's like, man, if I do this,
yeah.
this is it. Lockdown.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. To be fair, like I thought that in my head I thought
Your
that
intentions
my
mean
intentions
well.
were like, okay,
Yes.
I'm
But
gonna get married.
you knew in your 20s, you're like, oh
In
shit,
my 20s, I kind of knew.
prefrontal cortex isn't fully developed in your
Yeah,
20s
too
there.
young, too young.
Maybe in your 30s and
Hmm.
40s. But yeah, I mean, I still will entertain the thought of marriage. I don't mind giving it a whirl, but if I do, I'm like if I hook up with somebody at this point, I'm playing for keeps. I'm not gonna
Well, I mean,
yeah, I'm old. I'm
you're,
old.
you're.
Damn, I
Are you
can't be playing
considered
these
middle age?
games.
Are you middle? You are middle age, right?
I'm almost over the hill.
What is middle age nowadays? What is it? Is it
Well,
like 40?
it's got to be 40. If we have
It's got to
life
be 40 because I think
expectancy to like
70s or
85,
80s. Yeah.
right? Life expectancy is about 80, 85.
Well, for women, no men. I think life
Freaking
expectancy for men was it like 77 or something?
what's wrong with that?
70.
So like
No, I think
40s
For
is
it's
what?
middle
For
age.
now?
yeah, for men now. I think it's like in the 70s, dude, for men.
Uh,
Yeah, it's like 76, 77. I think that's the men average. Women are older. I think women might be like 80 or something, 81.
Well,
You're going, it's the average, right? I mean,
I'm past midlife.
so you're past midlife.
I'm creeping up on over the hill. So at this point, yeah, I'm playing for
Wait, when are you
keeps.
over the hill? What age is that at?
50.
50's over the hill now?
Yeah,
Oh,
right?
is that the saying? So midlife is 40, 50 is over the hill.
Something like that. Shit.
Damn, so where am I? Dude,
You just celebrated your
Jed's
birthday
looking
there,
at me like
Larry.
this. He's like, bro. So I'm like down the hill. I went over it and I'm already down there.
Basically.
I know what's going on. What happens when you hit 60? What is that?
I don't know, but I see stories of people still finding love in old folks' homes, so I still got chance,
Oh
I think.
yeah. No, you might be 75 and you might fall in love and get married
Fuck,
at
dude, I'm gonna
75.
be pissed if I'm like married at
Dude.
75. That's my whole life, and I'm on the verge of death. And
Hey,
I only
but you know what? You are Filipino. Filipinos, you guys hit 100, man.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
Asian don't
100-year-old
raise, and
Filipinos, so you
I might
you
have
might
chance.
have a lot more time left.
I might.
Filipinos definitely get to 100 often.
But
I've
still,
seen
I'm
them.
gonna be pissed when I die and I get to like God and be like, dude, 75, 78.
You know what he's gonna say to you? He's like, "You're too picky." He's gonna tell you it's your fault. You're too
You
picky.
should have got married twice, like Mark.
You should have
Give it a
just
whirl.
jumped off the cliff and taken the chance, man. Just like me, I said, "Sure, let's just go for it and see
No,
what
but it's
happens."
hard though. Like, the life that we live as well too.
Yeah.
Contest prepping, if I mean that was a thing on on the forefront and the burner to
Mm,
find somebody equally yoked, not yoked, but equally yoked as far as like, like how ox were
mm.
pulling the load, finding
Yeah, but you're
somebody
not
that's
doing it anymore.
I
You don't compete
know. I don't
anymore.
know what
See,
seems to
but
be the problem now.
is that even in your radar? Are you even like, if the possibility of
Oh
meeting
yeah,
somebody
absolutely.
and it's there? Okay,
Absolutely.
okay.
But then things from like the contest prep habit hasn't changed. Still
That
maintaining
stuff.
to go
Okay.
to the gym,
Okay.
eating a certain type of way. Our lifestyle, even if it's on the on not contest prep style, but ingrained in us, it's actually really not for normies at all.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I think like even now, like me not competing, I don't, I think it'd be difficult for me to date somebody who's never been in the lifestyle, never done it, and doesn't understand it at all. I think that would be hard,
Yeah.
even though I don't compete, but I still do certain things, that resemble the lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
right? I still have a certain regimen that I do, and there are certain things that I do eat. And so, yeah, that would be
Yeah,
difficult.
that's why the demographics, the
The
pool
numbers,
is
yeah,
so much more
right.
smaller.
Like, Jed, what about you? Could
What?
you date? Would you somebody who doesn't understand the lifestyle or somebody who's never really been in the lifestyle, the fitness lifestyle? Do you think you could be compatible with somebody like that?
As long as they start trying to take care of themselves, I really don't care. Like, I'm
Okay.
not asking you to go on a diet. I'm not asking you to compete. Go to the gym 2, 3 days a week and try not to be fat ass.
Okay.
Like, even if you are a little thick and you eat what you want, that's fine. Go to the gym a couple times a week. Like, because, it's a longevity thing.
I do have a question for the both of you guys.
But
Because you guys are single, when you guys do start dating and being open about your guys' like use of PEDs and stuff like that. So when does that conversation come up in a date? Day one?
Oh, I mean, to me, I would, yeah,
yeah,
sure.
you just got the more
I would.
nonchalant you make it, the better.
Yeah, I would. I would be like, yeah, you know what it is though? It's TRT.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
TRT is such you say TRT, and a lot of people actually know what it is now. And
Yes.
they're, oh, TRT, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I know my coworker does that, or like a lot of people know it. So there's very like, oh yeah, TRT. Funny, like 15 years ago, if you said TRT, a lot of people didn't know it. They wouldn't know what that was. They'd be like, oh, what's that? Like
Oh, you have ED?
it's yeah,
No.
ED. It's really in the last 15 years. I mean, it's really become a
Or
normal
like for
thing
me,
now.
I'm into biohacking, right? So my peptide stacks are
Mm.
they go up and down. I mean, for me to for somebody to understand, like I'm not just using these peptides for
Well,
fun,
they're gonna go
dude.
in your fridge or whatever and be
Yeah.
like,
What the
what are
fuck?
all these things in your over there? Like, good morning, babe. "Shh, you good? You got like 3 syringes laying out. Like, what are you doing?
It's peptides.
I
It's
know.
biohacking.
Biohacking, you want to try some of this?
Yeah, some it is.
Yeah.
See that?
You're
So
gonna have
that's
to explain that stuff,
right.
right?
All right.
I
Exactly.
know. I think a lot of people, when they look at a needle, they think drugs. Like,
Steroids.
oh yeah, unless they grew up with somebody that had diabetes.
Or they look
Um,
at like all of I'm still on a tight pill regimen as well too.
mhm,
Pre morning, first thing in the morning, then breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then my go to sleep stack as well too. So
yeah.
I do.
Oh
I take a lot
wow,
of vitamins and supplements
wow,
as
you
well.
do.
And I've maintained it throughout the years from maybe 2014, 15-ish. And
That's cool.
when people see that, they're like, "Holy shit,
That's
what are
cool.
you
You could keep it
taking?"
going, man. It
Yeah,
gets
I kept
burnout.
it
That shit gets
going. It,
burnout
it gets crazy,
sometimes.
but sometimes it's weird when I don't take it. I feel like, I fucking waste
Yeah.
my
Well,
health.
I'll go a few days sometimes here and there. because sometimes too I just get tired of it. So I'll take a couple days off and I'll go back on it.
Mhm. It's
But
expensive as well
oh
too.
yeah,
So to explain that to people, they're like, why are you taking so many pills? I'm like, fuck, what's it to you? It's not your money.
that's true. Well, and if you believe it works, right? If you feel that it helps you, I mean, why not? So
So how do you
I don't.
explain your lifestyle to like a normie when you're just trying to date, right?
Well, I think that kind of stuff is a little bit. Some of that stuff would be a little. You introduce it, but don't get too much into it until maybe things get a little bit serious, and then you start bringing it out. Like, all right, let me explain to you because I really like you, so I might want you to stick
I
around
really
for a little
like you.
bit.
Here's all this stuff
I might
that
want
I
you to
do.
stick around. So let me tell you and see what you feel about this, like, because I wouldn't, and I'm sure you wouldn't either. I'm not going to change that part of my lifestyle for somebody. Like, I'm not going to, oh, yeah, no, you shouldn't work out that often or do this TRT or like, no, I'm not changing that to be in a relationship. No, sorry. Not going to do that. I'm like, bye.
You see?
Because those things to me are really important. So I'm keeping that. Yeah.
Exactly. So first date?
First date. First date, I don't even honestly, I wouldn't even be talking about my stuff that much. A lot of times if I go on a date, I'll let them talk more and then just a little bit here and there. Probably talk about what I do. Not so much the in-depth personal stuff, just more, oh yeah, I have a gym. I like to work out. I do this, real basic. That's first date, right? I think maybe second, third date, maybe I might get a little bit more into that.
Back up the
Yeah.
dump truck and be like,
Yeah.
here's all of my shit.
Yeah. No, no, that's like a year later.
Yeah. Make sure they're
when
locked
you
in
lock
first.
when you
You
lock
gotta
right,
lock them in
you
first.
lock them in, they're like son of a bitch because they know they don't want to leave now. You bastard. Well, I guess I'm not going anywhere. Like
Oh well, love it or
you're
leave it.
locked. I know, love it or leave it. This is what it
Ah,
is.
that
This is
is
what it
too crazy.
is.
So you guys got any competitors coming up for this new season?
I still have Carly. She's gonna be training. But she's not. She's doing Team U. She wants to do.
What month is that?
That's it.
September?
Yeah, that's around. It's like right after the Masters Nationals and stuff and North Americans. It's right around September, I think. Yeah, because Masters Nationals, North Americans is August, and then I think Masters Nationals is July.
What
So,
was her feedback from her last Masters show?
um, kind of the same thing was like you need to. They wanted her to be a little bit fuller, and her glutes need to be fuller. But to be honest, she was flat.
Yeah, because she had
She
problems going filling up going into the
she
show,
had
you're
problems, and
saying.
she doesn't like eating carbs. So, especially like a month out, I don't know what her deal is with it. She just eats like a lot of rice cakes. I tell her to have the oatmeal. I tell her to have cream of rice. I even tell her to just have rice, even or potatoes. She says she can't eat potatoes because her stomach gets weird. So I said, well, have white rice. She grew up on white rice, but then she doesn't. I don't know. I'm just like, okay, because I'm sitting here giving her all these food options and like none of them. She says her stomach gets bloated. She has issues. So she's in that age right now where she gets a lot of like bloating issues from certain foods. So got to figure that part out. And I think I might have a solution for it, but I haven't tried it yet. But there's
I
a lot
mean,
of
your
that going
stomach
on.
is your second brain or whatever,
Right.
and a lot has to do with digestion and how
Yeah.
well you utilize all the nutrients that you consume. So, man,
Because traveling for her when she travels, she's a little bit on the opposite side where some people do get a little bit I guess bloated
inflammation, yeah,
inflammation. She
bloated.
doesn't get that. I think she flattens out more. So she kind of dries out more when she flies. That's how I am. If I fly, what's funny about me, I fly when I get off that the plane, I look if I'm doing a show, I look crazy good. Like I'm vascular. I'm like I look nuts when I get off the plane. It's like, oh man, I've noticed that. Some people are different, right? I don't, not me. I get so dried out for some reason. I don't know what it is, and I think she's like that. So she got flat. So,
Hmm.
so yeah, we'll figure it out. I mean, she's got another coach that's helping her with her diet. So going to be doing that side of it,
Oh,
which is
good.
fine. Just yeah, I'm just going to be training her. So she got on a team. So
Team. Yeah.
gotta get on a team if you want to get the IFBB, baby. You know what I'm
I mean, the
saying?
one thing good I think me personally about uh clients or people that we do help in bodybuilding seeking out other information from teams or like
Yeah,
whatever prestigious names is, I hope that there's information that they have that they could glean from them and learn something from as well too, because
yeah,
maybe I'm not seeing it from their perspective or like from other perspectives. And if your goal is to get an IFBB pro card, then do what you got to do.
yeah. That's
Go
it.
seek out the best people, even if it's not me. Right on.
Yeah, I don't even worry about it. Like I'm not like, oh, you're gonna get that coach. It's just like for me, I'm like, okay, fine. Like we tried here and there. We've been, and you want to try something different, or yeah, sure, why not? See how it goes. You never know. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and like you said, there will be a different perspective. So I might be like, oh, that works for you. That's cool. Okay. Now
Or
at least I know.
that coach could tell them the same thing but in different words, and they get it. It clicks,
I
and you're
know.
just like,
I
oh
know.
fuck, whatever's
Well, that
all
happens.
the
That
time.
happens. I'm doing this now, and I'm like,
I just told you.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I was telling you to do that, but okay. Not even gonna argue. Yeah, go ahead and try and do it. See how that works. Works great. Doesn't it work great? Isn't it great? Wow, I am fantastic. I
The
know.
fuck do I know,
I know,
right?
right? What do I know?
I don't know
Hey, give that
shit.
guy credit. That's it happens. That does happen.
You
So
got any clients, Jed?
I don't, I don't know yet. Maybe
it's
probably.
too early.
Yeah, it's
Too
too
early in
early.
the year. You don't have clients that stick with you through the years, knowing. Oh,
Yeah,
hey, I
those
wanted.
long
They'll
term.
they'll take a break and then come back right in time to prep. So I'll
I
say
know he
no.
actually does have those often.
Yeah.
They'll be coming back in here, and I'm like, "Oh, you're
10
back."
weeks out.
No, I'm like, "You're
Hey, let's
back." Oh
get to
yeah, I'm gonna
work.
do the show, and I'm like, haven't seen this guy for 8 months. Like
Yeah.
weird. Yeah, he does get those a lot.
Yeah. So I can do my own off season. Yeah, what the fuck ever, dude. Go do your own. Come back fat again, and then let's do all this work to get you looking just like you did last
Just
time.
like you did. Yeah.
I wish.
Instead of stay with you
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
make improvements,
I had
right?
one guy come to me early enough to do an off season. He improved, but which he always takes the holidays off, so that's normal. But I
That's
think
so
the last
crazy.
guy that did one of the competitions that we were at was like, "Yeah, I'm going to do my own off season." I was like, "You didn't even know how to do a fucking contest prep. Like now, all of a sudden, you magically know all this stuff. Do you realize that the off season needs to be treated like contest prep? Yeah, you can go out and eat every once in a while and stuff and be all right, but you got to be on a schedule. That doesn't mean you can just eat people think they can just eat what they want and train, and they're going to be bigger the next year. It's
Mm,
like it's not at all how it works.
yeah,
So
that's true. They don't realize it's the food's important all year round.
Year
So
round. There is no
and
off
they'll be like, oh,
season.
"I got this big doing it my way," and it's like, "Yeah, but you can't diet down, and you got that big, but since you've been gone, and I'll follow them." I still following them on social media. And like 2 years down the road, they look exactly the fucking same. It's like you're always going to look like that if you keep doing what you've always been doing.
right.
You're not going to get any better until you start changing some shit. But because they made this leap because they either had good genetics or just were good first responders,
Hmm.
they think they keep doing that, they're going to keep growing. It's like when you want to break that plateau, you got to start changing shit.
Yeah.
But they want to go back to doing it. And it's all, I think a lot of it is they don't want to be strict year round.
Yeah.
You know,
That's probably
Fatigue.
what it is.
Yeah.
That's probably what it
Exhaustion,
is.
burnout, mental fatigue,
Yeah,
all of that other
I
stuff
think
as
so.
well. I mean, I let uh a few individuals have their own um off season, uh but they would check in with me every once in a while, the serious ones. Um, and I would tell them, if you want to maintain to do your own off season, I expect you to say, for the guys, I expect you to stay under 15, maybe even 18% body
yeah, yeah.
fat. If you can't do that, you're not handling your own off season. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because I don't need for you to gain 30 pounds and be at 30% body fat only for you to diet all of that stuff down and suffer. That's ridiculous. And look the same.
because you're gonna lose whatever gains you
Yep,
got.
It's
exactly.
true.
A lot of people don't understand that. For the girls as well too, you know. Um, Having a healthy menstrual cycle, but maintaining to keep your body fat regulated and not super high. You don't need to be 30%, but you know, a decent maybe 18 to 23%, and maintain to
Mm.
stay lean and make great muscular gains throughout the year. I mean, I don't know how girls I think they're the worst.
You think girls? Oh, training girls are the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have an
Yeah.
easier time training guys. Yeah,
Yes.
and that's why because they listen better. You think,
I
or
don't
there's
know.
less things to worry about.
Less things to worry about. Communicating with guys are very, it's either black or white.
Hmm.
With girls, got the emotions involved and all of that other stuff. You got to talk to them tactfully. Ah. With guys, I can tell them like straight up,
Just
like,
straight,
dude, you're way behind. You're still fat.
and they're
I
like,
know.
"Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah." Yeah,
Or
girls, you do that to a
yeah,
girl sometimes, they'll break down.
yeah. Or some of the guys, if I don't have anything to say, they'll just be like, "Coach, do I even like look alright or what?" I'm like, and they already know, like, "Oh fuck, dude, I fucked up."
They know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, girls are a
interesting.
little bit tricky, so I don't know. You guys are good with coaching girls.
Yeah, pretty good. I've had a bunch of girls, so coached a lot of girls. I never really had any issues. I don't know. I think part of it is understanding how to talk to them. I guess I mean, I'm good at it. So, but yeah, never had problems with the girls. Sometimes for me, there was a learning curve there, right? Because especially early on, I had to kind of figure things out or understand because a woman's body is obviously different. So things are going on. I'm like, why isn't this working? Like that's weird, works on these people or these guys, but not on her. I'm like, what's going on? And I have to adjust things accordingly because it's a woman. And so there's things that I had to understand or figure out as I was going along because of the fact that, I'm training a woman, right?
Not to say that I couldn't coach women because obviously, I mean, Regina did well. She's on your
Yeah, yeah.
wall of fame. So, I mean, I did have a few females that did very well. Yes, it's not a matter of me not knowing how to talk to them, but it did take a little bit more energy, is what I'm saying.
Right. Well, basically, right. You're saying it's like it's a little more work for you and you'd rather not deal with it,
I
right?
did because I love them all. I love everyone.
Yeah.
It's just, it took a little bit more energy and effort.
Yeah, it's kind of like honestly, it's like posing. I loved posing when I was competing, and I think I was pretty good at it, but for me to coach posing, for me it's kind of tedious a little bit. I feel I'm like, oh man. Depends on the guy, right? Some guys they can pick it up pretty good, and some people don't have any idea, and it's like man, I just don't know if I have the patience for it. I'd rather them go to somebody else, learn how to do simple posing, and then come back to me, and then I can take that and then refine that and make it
Yes.
good from there. Because that for me is fun.
Yes.
Building a posing routine for somebody who knows how to pose.
Yes.
But if you're like total beginner, I'm like, oh man, it's going to take a lot of time for me just to get this guy to do a front relax pose. Like, bring your lats out, dude. He's like, he has no idea he's doing this, or like, oh man, this is going to take a long time. So there's got to be a lot of patience there. So that for me, that I'm like, oh, I prefer people who have a little bit of experience with it.
Seasoned.
Just doesn't have to be crazy, but at least enough so they can do the mandatories. Okay, you got your mandatories, good. I can work with that. So that for me. Because do you coach your guys in posing, Jed?
I prefer not to.
You see, there you go. Yeah,
I'd rather send them to somebody.
right.
Yeah.
And the reason being is what?
I just, I mean, I can do it, but I can't explain it to them as well as somebody who's been coaching posing a while can.
Okay,
Once they learn how to do this stuff, I can go in there and tweak it.
right.
But to initially take somebody that doesn't even know how to open their back or
Hmm.
lift their ribs up, I'm just like, fuck, like,
See,
because I don't know how I learned to do it.
yeah,
I just picked it up. So like, it's
right.
hard for me to teach somebody that doesn't know any of it. You
No,
know?
I get that because I'm the same way. Like, I just learned it as watching videos and just kind of learned it. Just
Imitating.
went in the mirror and just like, oh, I could do it. There's other people. I remember the first time. I'm trying to, God, like a while back, and the guy couldn't do it. Like he just was like doing this, and I was like, "What's going? Like, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Bring your lats out." Like just simple, right? And they're like, "I am," and I'm like, "No, you're not." And
That's
they're
not
like,
your lats. That's your
and I was
elbows.
like, "What?"
Yeah.
And I had to go back there and be like, "Okay, open up your back," and then when you do it, then you open it, and then they're doing this now. The shoulders are all forward. Like, "Oh, is this it?" And I'm like, "No." Like, what are you doing? You got to bring your shoulders back and then your lats out, and then they're like, "Oh, wait, let me see." Okay, and then your shoulders come back, and then their lats go in, and then their shoulders come forward, their lats come.
See, I
I
usually
was like,
tell them
"What?"
if you keep your chest up, you can't bring your elbows too far forward.
That's a good one,
So
right?
relax your back. Okay, this is what
Yeah,
Daniel taught me when I hired him.
yeah, yeah,
To keep your chest up, bring your elbows forward, and don't flex your back.
yeah.
But another good example is when they get ready for the back lat spread and they try to show their Christmas tree in the back,
Hmm.
but they arch their back and crunch all that skin up. And I'm
Yeah,
like, dude, what the
that's
fuck?
another
I'm
one.
like, stretch the skin out. So you tuck your glutes and hunch over. Then as you open up, go back and then push the glutes out and kind of and give this illusion that it's opening wider than it
Hmm.
is, right? But every time I throw those elbows back, they arch their back. I'm like,
They do the
fucking stop.
arch. Yeah, it doesn't look good.
You're not trying to flex the muscle. You're trying to stretch the skin out so that it pushes through and shows. Like when you contract, it'll pop through if you're lean enough. And I can never get them to fit. And I'll show
That's
them,
funny.
and then they do the same shit.
That's
And
funny.
then eventually, I'm like, I'm sending you to somebody. 'Cause I don't have the fucking patience.
That's how I feel. You see right
You know
there.
another pose that they I don't know, screw up in
What?
my opinion. When they do the squat with the side chest, they squat down
Yep.
real low.
Yep. Yep.
Push their
I knew you
fucking
were gonna
ass
say
out.
side
Yeah,
chest. I
they're
knew it.
trying to push their hamstrings down and whatever, and they're
They do the shoulder forward.
yeah, shoulder forward, and they're like squatting, and
Oh,
they're like freaking parallel to the
that's
ground. You're
the
like,
yeah. They go
that's
down
not
low.
side chest,
And they push
bro.
their ass back
Yes,
and
Yeah.
try
push
to
the
show their
ass back
ass.
like this, and you're like, what the?
Like this ain't a grinder photo, buddy. This is fucking side chest.
What do you think? Okay, this one here. I don't know. I've been on the fence because some guys do it, some guys don't. In the mandatories, in the compulsories, when they're doing the side relax pose, and they're doing this, and they're leaning
Oh, and
way
they look like
forward.
this.
Yes.
Who the fuck invented that? That's
You know who
stupid.
love to do that all the
I know
time?
who love to do it.
Your boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
Now you're my
boy.
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 Your boy. Your
Yeah.
boy. Well, I won't even say his name, but you know what I'm talking about. Your boy. He's not here anymore. He's
Since
not here
when
anymore,
was
but
that a move?
oh my God, he would do all his clients like that.
It's like the Michael Jackson
What
And
videos.
is
I was always like, what are we doing,
what is that
dude?
one chocolate that they bite into? Was it York? And they're like
Yeah, they lean forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
the Michael
Yeah.
Jackson, that's what it looks like, right? The smooth criminal that they
Well, and
had
he loved
there.
Michael Jackson too, that guy. He liked to do Michael Jackson. So I remember when I first saw him do
That
it,
is
and
not a
he was like
thing.
this, and he goes, and he was leaning. I was like, what's going on? And I think Mike was there. This is years ago. Mike was there helping him, looking at him. And I was like, what is that? And all of his clients, he would have them all do it.
You know, one I can't stand that I will not let my guys do is the front tricep pose.
Okay.
The
Which
Sean
one?
Roden one where he does a side tricep and he
Yeah.
completely turns
Oh, like
and
full
flexes
front
his
shot.
leg.
Oh, I see. I see. Yeah.
My first comment is, "You're not Sean Roden. Stop fucking doing that."
Yeah.
All right. My second
They do the
is,
front shot. Yeah.
and then I go, "It's a side tricep,
Yeah.
not a front tricep. I can't even see your fucking tricep.
Right.
Stop doing that. You do not have the physique to do that. That's not what they're calling for.
Mhm.
You're not doing that. There's a few ways you can do it that I'll let go, that I'll
Well,
watch you
a
do, but
lot of
don't
guys
do
will
that.
do that now.
I
I see a
hate
lot of
that
guys.
shit.
They'll do this and then they'll like turn their leg out and they'll face the judges. A lot of guys will do it. I see it. And like you said, I agree with you on this one though. That's not a side tricep. Because if you have a good side tricep, you have a killer,
Hamstring
hamstring
hang.
split.
Yep.
You ain't turning to the front. You're keeping it right
Yeah.
there. And you're
Mhm.
holding that and you're like, dude,
And your quads and
boom.
hamstrings look
Oh,
thick as
thick as
hell.
hell.
Thick
Comes
as
out.
hell with
So
that
if you're
line.
like turning to me, you're missing something there.
Yeah.
And that's why you're turning.
Yeah.
So
And
I would
then
be like, if I'm a judge, I'd be like,
That's
okay,
not a
well,
tricep.
they'll say,
wrong pose.
Like I do it because I can't grab my hands behind my
Yeah,
back.
you can.
Nobody says you have to grab your hands
And you
behind
don't
your
have to,
back.
but yeah, you can.
They don't go through and check to see if your
Yeah,
fingers are
I know.
locked.
I know.
Put your hand by your side, put this one behind your back,
Right.
and just keep them apart.
Right.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But because guys will they'll lean over and you grab and they get like fucking
They like try to do it.
anything that shows that you have no flexibility, I can't stand.
Yeah.
So when guys are like hunching down to reach and grab their hand, they're
Yeah, they're
trying to
trying to do
open up.
it.
Like just fucking go behind your back, dude. Just hit the pose.
Yeah. You can, like you said, you can just put your arm there and just, even if you do this,
Yeah,
Yep.
you can reach this. You
Yep.
can do two
Or
fingers here,
this.
two
anything.
fingers here,
Yeah,
or even a
anything.
thumb. Yeah, you can do that. You can grab just like this. Boom.
But these guys are regional bodybuilders. You're not so big that you can't
I know.
grab your hand.
I know. You're not Dorian Yates, dude.
Yeah,
Sorry,
nobody
bro.
here is that big.
Yeah, like
Or
260 on
showing that you're
stage.
that unflexible, like that's not a flex, dude. Showing
Take a
that
fucking
you're
yoga
so
class on
huge
that.
that
Well,
you're
it's
that
they think
unflexible.
it's a flex. It's like I'm so
It's
big, I
not a
can't even.
flex.
Bro, I can't move, bro. That's how big I am.
That
you
is not
You know
a
what's funny? We know how big you are because we're looking at you. So
know?
stop. Stop
Yeah.
pretending.
Sorry, dude. Again, what do you like? If you're not like 250 and plus on stage, you're not that big, bro. Sorry.
I just don't. Yeah, that's the one I can't stand.
Like,
scrunching down
you still
solo
can do it.
So,
for the
oh god, I
side
gotta reach
chest
behind my back.
and
It's
then
so
This one
hard.
right here, yeah, this
tricep.
one. They're doing a hook. Well, I mean, because Arnold, right, in Pumping Iron, he even showed, he was telling the guy when he's posing, he goes, open it up. He goes, open it up, open it. Guys are always doing this.
Yeah.
The small guys, the short guys, they're always like this, like open it, And then I remember that, and that movie's so old. It's like from like 77 or something, 76. He, Anybody who's new should watch that movie. If you've never seen it, just watch it, and you'll see that part.
And he makes a very
And
good point when he says that.
and he says it. He literally shows that short dude, and he's telling him, he's like, open it up, open it. And you know what's funny? I learned from that movie when I was a teenager. I watched that movie, and I was like, oh, okay. And that's how I learned part of my posing was that stuck. Like Arnold said, open up everything. Oh yeah, open everything up. Okay. Why am I closing it in?
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
trying to take up as much space on stage as I
that's
can.
what a lot of people don't understand when you're posing as well too. It's like the silhouette of what you're trying
Yeah.
to create. You
You're
want
trying to look as
huge
wide as
as
big.
possible and your
Right.
waistline as small as
Small,
possible.
yes.
You might be a short guy, but then if you're squatting down to get your side chest, I mean, you're gonna
You know
look
what that is, though,
that
right?
much more smaller.
You know what that is, right?
What?
Because it feels like when you're doing this, it feels tight. Like everything's,
You know
you're
what's
going, look,
crazy?
and you're squeezing.
But when you're over squeezing, when you're overdoing it, you're blowing through your posing lines.
It's
Like you
true.
actually come out at about like 70-80% of your flex. It's
It's
not like
true.
this.
But I think they feel good. We're not realizing that it's not even that, you're not even posing that hard. You're coming up here, opening up,
And
and
just
you're
hold
just
it.
so light, and you're just like this. And everything's wide, everything's open. Boom. Rib cage in, right? That's the thing. But again, we can do a posing seminar one day on this show. I'll show you how to pose. But yeah, it's if you understand the concepts of posing, if you understand that, and that's probably one of the first things that you should learn is the concepts of it, then it all makes sense. You know what I mean? You should learn that. You're trying to appear as big as you possibly can on stage, as wide as you can, with your narrow waist, your sweep and your quads. That's the goal, right? It's not to compress yourself. That's what you want.
Hmm.
So every shot. So yeah, so posing is the art form in itself, and you know,
Even for some of the women in the all of the divisions, like
yeah.
overarching yourself and like that's not
Oh
a
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like you're supposed to stay
Well, I
stacked.
see a lot of the beginners, especially like before they went on stage. A lot of them say they're brand new and they start, and you see how they pose, and they're like bent way over,
Trying to
like
get their glutes to
way
pop,
too
that
far
that
over, and
doesn't
all
do the
that, right?
thing,
And
man.
then as they get better, they slowly get
Start,
up
yep.
higher, and maybe a coach is helping them. Eventually,
Hmm.
when a coach starts helping them, then they start to correct that, right? But a lot of times they feel, I guess, like I said, it probably feels good. Like, oh, this feels like this is the pose, and they've been too far over.
So that's why a lot of them should watch their own posing videos and watch how
compare it.
compared to how
Yeah.
some of the nationals or the pro level
Yeah.
people do it. And if you don't look like that, as far as your posing, not to say
Yeah.
your physique, maybe your physique as well too, or relative, you still got a lot of homework to do. Take them rose-colored glasses off first.
Yeah, because I don't think you have any excuse now. With there's so many things you can look at. Shows. There's even posing on YouTube. Some of the professionals are showing you poses. I mean, there's so much information. You really don't have any excuse. You can go watch, like you said, a top show, national show, Olympia, and watch them and see what those people are doing and compare it to what you're doing. And if you're not even close to it, probably got to do some work
Yeah.
because they're pros for a reason. And so, for sure.
Number one on the homework list is really to take those rose-colored glasses off, because yeah, you really got to look at yourself and
Yeah, I think
objectively.
so. I think you have to just, you know what? Just go for it. I think people avoid it too much. They avoid looking at themselves. They're worried and then like, I don't want to see it. And then that's the problem.
Or some people look at their stuff and be like, yeah, yeah, look good. And yeah. And you're like, holy shit.
You're like, no,
What
not
version?
really.
With what? I don't know. Compared to what?
Compared to last month, I don't know.
Oh
Anyway,
my God.
yeah, interesting.
I had a client bring this up to me. We were talking about this at the table, and my response was, "Yeah, there's when you're at the beach, there's always somebody fatter than you, so you're gonna feel a little confident.
Yeah,
But you're backstage, it's like the exact opposite. It's like
Yeah.
yeah,
so you gotta the conditioning and stuff. Like you feel cocky and confident on the beach. Once you get backstage, you're like, what the fuck did I sign up for?
hmm
You don't want to be that guy. So just because you look
God,
good in a pair of board shorts doesn't mean you're ready to jump on stage.
yeah, that's the worst feeling. Yeah, being the worst guy backstage. Like, ooh, that's tough.
At your competition, 14, that last huge one that you did,
Yeah,
was
yeah,
it 14?
yeah. Cup.
That you did men's physique in?
No, no,
Oh
that
wait,
was the
was
men's
it?
physique. That was Paradise Cup. That was bodybuilding. Men's physique,
Oh wait,
Ikaika, that was 11, I think.
11.
Yeah,
And that's when it started to get super duper duper popular. At the
that was the
same,
first year.
yeah, at the same time that uh CrossFit started to get super popular. Do you remember all of the CrossFit guys coming in with their CrossFit bodies thinking that they could do men's physique?
Yeah,
It's like their bodies are totally different
it's
from a
not.
bodybuilder's body.
Well, the
So
waists are wide.
yeah, and some of them tried to compete like the
They all
year
thought they could
after.
power lift too.
Yeah.
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 Well, they don't realize, yeah, that
It's
their
not just
waists are
an
too
ab.
wide.
It's not
Yeah, it's
not
not just
just an
abs. Yeah,
abs
they're in
thing.
shape, but then their waists are too thick.
Totally
You
different
need
body
small
types.
waist.
So like how you were saying as well too, right? Like you could go to the beach and look good compared to what? But bodybuilding, like CrossFit body is totally
Yeah,
different from bodybuilding
I
body.
remember when the CrossFitters
totally
tried to
different.
they tried to invade the powerlifting
Yeah.
world, and we were at a USPA meet. It was somewhere on island at some high school. I can't remember. And the head judge was talking about not dropping the weight. And at some point, he's like, "I'm specifically talking to you, CrossFitters. It's
Oh, he
like
said that?
if you drop it, we will disqualify
They were
you."
dropping it on the deadlifts?
Yeah, because they'll
Oh,
deadlift and drop it because they have the
yeah.
bouncy. Like these aren't bouncy plates. If you do not set the weight down,
So he's like,
we will
stop
task you to
dropping
leave the
the weight.
building. Yeah,
Oh,
he did not like the
so nobody
CrossFitters
taught
coming
him
in.
how to do it correctly.
Guys, don't pick it up and they'll drop like like no,
Yeah,
don't do
you're
that shit
supposed to
here.
put it
Set
down.
it down
Yeah,
and get off the platform.
yeah.
Set it down and shut the fuck
They're
up.
like, boom,
Yeah,
body pissed it.
because that dropping those plates is not good for them. And those real thin
No.
ones.
Yeah.
Well, CrossFit kind of died now. I mean, not dead, but I know that High Rocks is a big thing now. So,
At 45, yeah, all of that
but
stuff a little bit
yeah,
more.
CrossFit just is not really there.
A lot of injuries came along with that as
A
well
lot of
too.
Yeah,
injuries.
and it was a good concept and it got people off the couch and it sent me a lot of clients because people were like, "All right, this is not what I thought it was," and they
Mhm.
come find me. So thanks for CrossFitting.
Thank you, CrossFit.
Yeah.
But I think CrossFit it's always going to be around, but it's definitely not what it used to be. So I don't think it's going to completely go away, but it's not what it was. And
Hmm.
it had its run. It had its
Could
run.
you imagine how much money the X-ray rooms got and physical therapists?
Oh, physical therapists were happy, man. They were good. There's shoulder injuries all
I
the time,
know.
lower back injuries all the time.
Yeah.
Those are the biggest ones, lower back and shoulder. People are
Knees,
blowing out
shoulders,
shoulders,
yeah.
so much shoulders from doing all these rotational and going fast and heavy and not having good form.
Throwing weights around really
Oh,
fast.
throwing weights around like this fast and going heavy. Ooh, not good for the shoulder, baby. Let me tell you.
Nah, I think I'm at this age right now. Like, I said it before. Aesthetics. I mean, yeah, I'm vain. I came from bodybuilding. I
Hmm.
want to maintain some type of image to feel good in a bathing suit in the
Of
summertime, you know?
course.
But as far as lifting, man, I miss it. Lifting, like, with a purpose.
Yeah.
But now lifting to just exercise and stay functional, I'll take it.
Smart. That's a smart way to go. Let me tell you. That's what I've been doing the last, I don't know, 10 years,
Yeah.
that's what I've been doing. And I actually really enjoy it. I really like it. And I change things up here and there once in a while. I do different things to keep me going. I'll change up the rep schemes now. I'm in this high rep
Yeah,
thing
I
right
just
now.
started like
Really high
so
rep
before I
thing.
got derailed, I was into the high rep thing and then
Yeah.
you and I talked, I'm like, shit, I gotta kick it up a notch and then life got derailed. So back to
Uh,
it again.
get back.
Gotta
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna start doing that high rep thing and
Yeah.
moderate level
Right. It's
weight
fun.
and intensity. So
Yeah, it's good. And I haven't had joint issues since then. So
there you
that's
go.
the big one.
Yeah.
You ever get those random times you're walking around, all of a sudden your knee, you feel like you almost blew it out and you didn't even do
Oh
anything?
yeah.
And you're like, oh, wait. And you kind of have to stop. You're like, and you kind of bend there and you start walking normal and you're like, that was close. Like, that was close. I didn't even do anything. Like,
Happened to me
what?
going down the stairs the other day at my house. I
Yeah.
felt a little pop,
Yeah.
and I got to downstairs in my apartment, and I couldn't walk on it, and I was like, "Fuck, I got to move. Like this is stupid." And I was hopping on one foot, and then after a few minutes, I was walking fine. I was like, "All right."
That's
I
what I'm
got up the next
saying,
morning, it was
dude.
fine. Like it was aching in bed, but I got the next morning, I was
Right.
all right. Shit,
Freaking weird,
yeah.
man. It'll just happen out of nowhere. I'm like, oh man, this is what happens when you get old, I guess. Fuck. But
I tore my
still
bicep
good.
picking up a fucking couch.
Yeah.
When?
That I can see though.
2020.
That I can see.
The way I picked it up was stupid. Like I deserved it,
Yeah.
but
That kind of stuff you got to watch out for. Because lifting, you're strict.
dude, it
And
was.
when you're picking up random things, that's where you got to
I can
watch.
remember how loud it sounded in my head when it happened.
Oh, it's,
It was loud. Like to me,
oh,
it was loud in my body.
yeah.
I heard it. I immediately
Dude,
went to the
my
hospital.
Achilles tendon, how did I pop that? Pushing this machine onto the bed of a truck, right? It was on a pallet. And the guy had it on. I just had to push it like 2 inches, and I just kind of stepped to push it. And when I stepped down, I drove off of that foot, and I felt it. Like
Popped.
I didn't hear it because the forklift was behind me, so I couldn't hear it. His engine was running, but I felt it, and I just felt like something, was loose in there, like just something. And
Oh shit.
I was like, oh, and I was like, whoa, and instantaneous. It was like, oh, this hurts.
This is not good. I
Yeah.
need to go to
I was
the
like, all
freaking
right, dude,
urgent
I
care.
gotta go. Luckily, it was on the truck already. I said, see you later, bro. I just was like, yeah, no, that was it. So again, yeah, injuring yourself. It's when you get older, I think you got to be careful of the random things that you're gonna do, right? Because it's not very controlled. So you gotta.
Or people think we bodybuild
We
that
can
we would
move
be the
furniture.
perfect person to help move homes or move. Dude, this is all show no
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Go ask a power lifter or something,
Yeah, as
or
powerlifters.
go ask a CrossFit guy. That guy would be
Yeah,
better suited.
ask the guys that do like construction or roofing or
There
like
you
blue
go.
collar work.
Construction guys are the best because
Yes,
they're grabbing plywood and all kinds of stuff.
yeah,
They're drywall like all day long. So those guys were the best. But those guys don't want to do it. Those guys been working all day. They're tired.
yeah.
You just dangle the beers. You
Or
dangle
guys who do
green
like
bottles in front of
yeah
them, and then
blue collar work, tree trimmers, and all of those kind of stuff. You
those are the
ask those guys
dudes.
to
Yeah.
move your shit, not bodybuilders at all.
Yeah, bodybuilders are lazy, man. Don't ask bodybuilders. Hell no.
Oh fuck! But yeah,
Anyway, all right. Well, that was a good one. So thank you for joining us. And yeah, next week or this week coming up, it's gonna be a new year, 2026. So
start your resolutions now.
celebrate wisely. Hopefully we don't have any tragic deaths like last year.
Oh my god.
So we'll see how that goes. But yeah,
Yeah.
get ready for 2026, everybody. And we'll see you next time on Paradise Pump. Aloha.